to deploy our websites, means we need to connect it to HTTP. So let's begin. So we will be learning how to deploy a website with the help of GitHub. So before deployment, let's just learn something more about what is GitHub, how it works, what is the structure, what is the workflow, certain concepts. So let's begin.
Yeah, Divya, you can share your screen.
I hope my screens are visible. So
Yeah,
let's start.
it's visible.
So let's get started with GitHub. So hello, I'm Divyanshika. I'm a sophomore from Department of Mathematics NIT Rourkela. I'm also a co-team member. Back of it. So later we can see what all modifications we have made, and also people from outside can also suggest you changes, and you can also collab those into your project by with the permission of admins or owners. So GitHub is basically the repository hosting service for Git. So Git is a command line tool. So command line tool, if you are having questions, so command line tools are scripts or programs and libraries that have been created with a unique purpose, that is to solve a problem that the creator of that particular tool had himself. So GitHub is just like a web-based graphical interference that works on top of Git. It can be treated as a social media platform to enjoy work and also share knowledge among others. So it also provides access control and several collaboration features. So this was Git and GitHub. So next we're gonna see GitHub structure. So GitHub basically provides two types of account. One is personal user account and one is organizational account. So if you're an individual and you want to create certain projects for your individual use, you can create a personal user account. So basically we all are students right here. So we'll be creating a personal user account right now, and certain organizers can create their organizers account. So these are basically certain features of the various different accounts. So basically these two accounts can be made public or private. So that's basically the GitHub structure. Now moving forward, so we'll learn certain concepts about GitHub. So what is a repo? Basically, repo is a thing in GitHub where you can keep all your projects, like means to keep all the code that you have done. And the master in a repository, it is the final version that is considered ready to use by anyone in the team or outside of the repository. Now, what is a branch? Branch is basically a part of your project itself that you have made. Means it is an environment where you can try out new ideas. Changes you make on a branch doesn't affect the master unless pull request is accepted. Don't worry, we'll learn about pull request later. Now, and changes committed to branch reflects for you to keep track of different versions. Now, commits. Commits means basically if certain changes are made to your project code, then you have to commit that thing. So basically, it means commit changes. So basically, this keeps tracks of your progress as you work on a branch or master, and creates a transparent history that others can follow to understand what you have done and why. Now, forking a project repository. So basically, in GitHub, we tell means if you like a project, but you don't want to copy the exact same thing. You want certain things and you want to change certain other things. So basically, you want a copy of that, right? So that is why in GitHub we used to say it as forking a repository. Means you are taking a copy of the parent code. So, as it says, it creates a copy for you to work on independently without any changes to the other code. And if you want the changes that you want to let others, the owner of the parent code to know, and you have to create a pull request. So we'll learn next about pull request. So pull request is basically review request. So yeah, basically it means that you want certain changes, and so you are creating a pull request and specifying what are the code you want to change in certain code, and let the owner know about it. So it pull request, you can say, initiates the discussion about your comments or the changes made to a code, and see exactly what changes could be merged if pull request is accepted. So if you're the owner of certain code, then people, if they want certain things to change, see as a change, then they will be giving you certain pull request, and you can review those pull requests. If you like those certain change, then you can merge it with your original code, and both of the person who has put the pull request and the person who is merging it, both will be considered as the contributor to that project. So basically, GitHub uses mention system in the pull request, so that to ask for feedback from specific people or teams, or for someone to review a work. Now, next we are going to see the issues. See, issues are like certain codes or certain bugs that needs clarification. So issues remain open unless resolved. Means, see, if you're going through a project code and you find that certain things you cannot understand, or certain things are there you want to know more about, then you can report an issue right there. I will show you later on issues part. Then the markdown syntax. Markdown syntax is basically the way to style text on the web, and it is available in descriptions and comments of issues and pull requests. Then comes watch and star. Watch is basically that notifies all of us conversations over and above your mentions, comments on discussions. And star will favorite it but not show on a dashboard like watch. So basically, star means you are just like I like the code and just want to review it later or something. Okay, so these are basically certain concepts that we need to know. Now we will move forward. So understanding the GitHub workflow. So first of all, we will be creating a branch, the main branch where we will be keeping all our codes. And then after adding all the project code, then if we want certain changes and things to be done, then we can commit in our repository. And after committing, we can compare, means before what we have done and after what we had done. Then after pushing to the branch, we can see the full changes that we have made. And then, as I had talked about, as I have already said you about pull request. So pull request, you can also see the pull request that others have made on your project. You can also create a pull request to others project. So you can also comment on pull request, and then the other person will see your issues or resolve them, and then he or she will close your pull request. And then after, we can see after everything is done, means creating our own project, and changes committed by us, changes committed by others, and then everything is merged, and then we finally move to deployment. So this was all about GitHub. So let us move to the to our practical thing. So as everyone has seen Sushi's GitHub, so since hello, my screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Okay, so let me proceed. So as you have seen Sushi's GitHub account, this is my GitHub account. So since most of you do not have a GitHub account, so I'll show you how to join. First of all, go to github.com. There, wait, I'll show you.
It is able to see only PDF format, not
Divyanshika, stop presenting and then start presenting once again.
Okay, okay, okay,
Yeah, thanks.
okay. Okay. I hope now it's visible.
Yes, yes, it's will now.
Okay. So first you can go to your search bar and type github.com. Since I am already signed in, I have already signed in. So my GitHub page is opening. So let me just log out and show you once. So this is the page that you will see when you put github.com. So there you can click on sign up. Sorry guys, my net speed is I guess a bit slow. Okay. So create your account. You can put your username, whatever you want to let others see. Then you need an email address and create a password. And then you can verify your account and your account will be created. So this you can create an account. So I will just sign in for now. So we will now learn since we have all created a website right now. So let me just show you how to create a repository. So here you can find how creating a new repository. So I'll click on that and then name it something. Let me just name it my first website. First website, and I'll just add it intro to GitHub workshop. GitHub workshop description, and I want to keep this repository as public so that anyone on the internet can see this repository and commit any changes also, and they can put pull requests also. So I'll click on this one. So add a README file. Basically, a README file is where you can write a long description for your project. Means you can explain everything, what all it does, what is your project basically about, and things. So I'll click on create repository, and here it is. I have created my repository. So now we will add our code file that we had made right now. So I'll go to add file, upload files. So see here, basically here, I want to show you something actually. These are all my repositories you can see. So I'll go to first website. See, you can see a star means you can click on it and it will be starred. You can review it later. And fork means, as I said, that you can copy your code. Since it's my own project, so I cannot fork it. So here is the code. Here's the issues. I have said that if anyone has any issues, he or she can means the owner can see it if anyone is having any issue. And then see here a pull request, all the pull requests that's made on your project, you can go through it. So see here, a new pull request you can make, and these are things I told you during the PPT. So now I'll be loading all my code. So I'll go to add file, load files. So I'm gonna just basically drag all my files. So there you go. My files are being uploaded right now. And here it is. It's uploaded. So I will be committing directly to the main branch since I don't want to create a new branch right now. So I'll be committing my changes. And it will take some time to show up here. And there you go. Here all my code files are uploaded. My index file, my CSS file, my asset file which contains my image. So these are things you can see here which languages can be used, and there is the description. So now we will be moving to the deployment part. So click on settings. And here moving down, we will see GitHub pages. So GitHub pages is designed to host your personal, organizational or project pages from a GitHub repository. So where this is the source, since it says that GitHub pages is currently disabled. So because we haven't yet set a source, so we will just set the source as our main branch. So if when selecting it, if we click on save, you will see that moving down, see, you'll see here your site is ready to be published at this, but we cannot click on right now because this particular place will be shown in green. So wait for a few minutes. Let me just refresh it once. See, it's green now. It has been published successfully. When I click on this thing link, see, our website has been deployed successfully. As Sushi has guided us to make this beautiful website, you can see here's my logo, here's my photo, here's my intro, here's about, that is bringing me to this particular page. If I click on projects, it is directing me to my own GitHub account. I'm sorry, I don't have a LinkedIn account yet, so I haven't put my resume right here. So it will basically do nothing and will take you back to this page. So yes, successfully we have deployed it, and it is connected to a secure, it is connected to HTTP server. So yeah, that's done. So your first website is published. So that's it from my side. Okay, thank you. If anyone has any queries, you can